Now, Arkansas's most watched sports show, Hooten's Arkansas Football.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to Hooten's Arkansas Football. The conference schedule has begun for high school teams all across the state. And in the next half hour, we'll show you highlights from week 4 of Arkansas's high school football season right here on Hooten's Arkansas Football. Today, we're at the Marketplace Grill. They have locations all across the state, including here in Conway. It's a great place to stop on Friday nights before or after the game or on your way to a college game on Saturday. It's the Marketplace Grill. We'll be talking more about them in just a little bit. Right now, though, let's get to the highlights, and we'll begin with Class 7A and 6A, and they're brought to you by Twin City Bank. Coach Mike Lee's Van Buren Pointers fired up on homecoming night. Little Rock Central in town, and the loser of this one probably out of the playoff race. And on Van Buren's second possession of the night, senior Damon Lawson runs down to the Central 25. A couple of plays later, the Pointers' senior quarterback, David Ostrander, hits Brooks White for his first of 2 touchdowns on the night, and Van Buren's defense played big, holding Central to 113 yards and just 6 first downs. Final score, Van Buren 21, Little Rock Central 13. Big crowd on hand at Fort Smith Southside for the Rebels and Rogers. Southside strikes first at senior T.J. Young, going 23 yards for a touchdown. Rebels up 7-zip in the first quarter. But Rogers tries to answer with senior quarterback Andy Kocher passing to Ryan Schatzman. Big gain. Southside's Jerry Reynolds will make the tackle. Then Rogers goes to its state decathlon champ, Michael Tibbs, running hard for the Mounties. Anderson would catch 3 passes Friday night for 65 yards. A few plays later, senior Daniel McGee, he caps the drive, 10-yard Southside touchdown. McGee ran for 165 yards, while the Rebel defense forced 5 turnovers and held Rogers to 280 yards. Final score, Fort Smith Southside 27, Rogers 13.
Man, play your butts off every single play. Hit them in the mouth every single play. Let them know who's boss every single play, and we will come out the victor. Stack it up right here in the middle, man. Stack it up right here in the middle.
Coach Paul Kelly and the undefeated Bryant Hornets at Little Rock Catholic. Early on, it's Bryant's junior quarterback Jimmy Easterlin taking the snap and giving it to tailback Chris Rycrawl. He's Bryant's bell cow, shifting and slicing through Catholic's defense. Rycrawl has rushed for close to 500 yards this year, and the Hornet fans love it. A little later, Easterling rolling right, sneaking inside the pylon. Bryant's up 14-0 early, but Catholic wakes up. Junior quarterback Taylor Bartlett fakes out everyone, hits John Springer for the score. That would tie it up at 14. Catholic scored 27 unanswered. Here's some more Bartlett, this time with a nice fade pass to 6'3" tight end Garrett Ukeman, and the Rockets, who played a tougher non-conference schedule, hold off Bryant late. Final score, Catholic 27, Bryant 21.
Playing Southside first, a physical football team, helped us, and then Northside, they spread it out, and we've seen a lot of stuff in the first 3 weeks, and I think obviously that helps us.
We got down early, we came back. We just seem to get down early a bunch. We need to work on that, try to start coming out strongly.
Here's Hoops.com Class 7A rankings presented by Liberty Banks. Fort Smith Southside stays on the top. The Rebels have been Hooten's #1 since the magazine hit newsstands back early in the summer. Bentonville leapfrogs Cabot to the #2 spot. The Tigers flogged Fayetteville on Friday night, while Cabot was tied with Conway 7-7 at halftime, pulled out a 21-7 victory, but that didn't convince us to keep Cabot at #2. The Panthers are #3, then it's undefeated Harbor and undefeated Russellville in the top 5 for the first time. Fayetteville drops to #6. No other changes in the top 10. Northside 7, then it's Catholic, Bryant, and North Little Rock. Springdale is 2-2 on the year, followed by Rogers, Van Buren, and then it's winless Central and winless Conway. In Class 6A, West Memphis remains the top-ranked team. The Blue Devils' next test comes this Friday when undefeated Marion comes to town. Lake Hamilton scored a season-high 55 at Sheridan on Friday night. Pine Bluff has already won more games this year than last season. El Dorado scored 7 touchdowns at Watson Chapel, and Jonesboro holds on to #5 after winning a shootout with Parkview. Marion is the only undefeated team in Class 6A after a 30-point victory over SEARCY. Watson Chapel stays at #11, and #12 Mountain Home still hasn't won a road game since 2006. Coming up next, more of Hooten's Arkansas football. Class 5A highlights are straight ahead. It's Saturday morning, and you're watching Hooten's Arkansas football. We'll begin our Class 5A highlights with three-time defending state champ Greenwood at Morrilton. Normally a close game when played at Morrilton. It's been decided by a field goal or less 2 of the past 3 meetings here, and the Devil Dogs in the maroon on the move Friday night. Quarterback Terrence Higgins finds Montel McKee right in front of the camera. First down, Morrilton. Then on the direct snap, Devil Dog Justin Criswell. He's going to get clogged up on the far side, but spin out of there and score Morrilton's second touchdown of the first half. Close ball game again. Morrilton down just 14-13 in the second quarter. But here comes Greenwood. Quarterback Tyler Shook. Quick toss. The Sonic super teamer, Zach Turpin. He led Greenwood with more than 1,000 yards last year and 18 touchdowns, having a great senior season. Now, some fast dogs. Handoff up the middle, number 3 is Evan Davis. And with 1 second left in the half, that sets up Spencer Finley. 33-yard field goal with room to spare. Greenwood would dominate the second half. Final score, Bulldogs 27, Morrilton 13. From Morrilton to Mustang Mountain to Alma Airedale. At CAC, sophomore Isaac McCoy around the end, spinning for extra yards, but he loses the football, and CAC's Anthony Frizzell recovers. That puts CAC in business. This is Mustang quarterback Zach Cole rolling out. He hits Frizzell. That's a crucial play on a 4th down. A few plays later, Cole would hook up with Frizzell again, this time for the touchdown. That puts CAC up 14-7. They go on to win their first 5A West game. Final score, CAC 24, Alma 7. At Little Rock Christian, the winless Hope Bobcats taking on the Warriors. First meeting ever for the 2 schools, and Hope getting a lesson early. You better find number 5. That's Michael Dyer picking up tough yards. And on the next play, it's more number 5. This time, Dyer on the other side. Little Rock Christian 6, Hope 0. Now, Hope learning about Christian's defense. The Warriors swarmed Hope all night, holding Hope to less than 200 yards of offense, and Little Rock Christian had too much Dyer on the other side of the ball. He's rushed for almost 800 yards in 4 games this year. Final score, Little Rock Christian 35, Hope 7. Here's Hootens.com Class 5A rankings presented by Liberty Bank. The top 3 stay the same. Number 2, Pulaski Academy has scored 126 points over the past 2 weeks. Batesville's quietly 4-0 after beating Nettleton. There's Greenwood and Harrison jumping in the top 5 after an impressive 19-point win over Vilonia. BB starts the second 5, then it's the Billies and Little Rock Christian. Vilonia drops to number 9. The Eagles are 2-2, but their 2 wins are over BB and Monticello. Undefeated Siloam Springs starts the next 10. Magnolia at number 15 has given up 115 points over the past 2 weeks. Greene County Tech debuts in the top 25 at number 17. The Eagles have won 3 straight and averaged 37 points per game. Alma rounds out the top 20, and Hot Springs Lakeside is ranked number 22. The Rams have given up 129 points in back-to-back losses. Coming up next, more of Hooten's Arkansas football Class 4A highlights are next. It's Saturday morning, and you're watching Hooten's Arkansas football.
Now, more of Hooten's Arkansas football, brought to you by Sonic.
We'll start our Class 4A highlights with homecoming in Lone Oak. The Jackrabbits in Heber Springs, that's the kind of year it's been for Heber. Ball falls out of the quarterback's hands. Lone Oak recovers, and Coach Jeff Jones's Rabbits led by 20 at halftime. Second half, Lone Oak looking to add to it. Clarence Harris, he sat on the bench the first half, turned loose in the second, 22-yard pickup. Then it's junior Brandon Smith right through the heart of Heber's defense. He had 111 yards and 2 touchdowns on the night. Lone Oak looks good running it. They're even better passing it. Veteran quarterback Rollins Elam, 16 of 25, 233 yards on the night. Big hookup with Joel Harris there. That sets up another Lone Oak touchdown. Smith will get it. It's 34-7 in the third quarter. Final score, Lone Oak 47, Heber Springs 21. From Lone Oak to the Hill in Nashville, the undefeated Queen Leopards trying to tame the 3-time defending state champs, but Nashville already up 13-0 in the second quarter and playing like champions on both sides of the ball. Number 10, Dylan Webb breaks up the screen pass. Webb averages 10 tackles per game for Nashville. On offense, Nashville always seems to find a stud running back. This year, it's senior Derek Graham. 9 touchdowns last week. He blistered the Queen Friday night for 228 yards. But Nashville's drive ends when senior quarterback Pierre Vaughn tries to scramble from the pocket. He loses the ball. DeQueen recovers, and the Leopards go to work. Senior quarterback Zach Taylor escapes trouble. He makes scrappers miss and bulls his way for a first down. Less than a minute to go in the first half when DeQueen's junior Greg White caps the 9-play drive with a 6-yard touchdown, and we've got a ball game. It's 13-7 at the half. Fast forward now to the fourth quarter. Nashville up 27-14. And Graham puts it away with his 4th touchdown run of the night. He tied the state record with those 9 touchdowns last week. He's got 17 trips to the happy place this season, and the Scrappers are still kings of the hill and the 7-4A. Final score, Nashville 34, DeQueen 14.
The key tonight was we prepared hard all week. We came out here and we took care of business, and we kept hustling no matter what and just kept going and kept going.
The Dollarway Cardinals handed Warren its last conference loss. That was way back in 2004. The winless Cardinals tried to repeat that feat on Friday, but on Warren's first possession, quarterback Hayden Smith hooks up with Dedrick Hampton. 20-yard gain. Next play, Smith zips a pass to Blake Harris, and it's Warren's 6th Dollarway zip. But the Cardinals show some fight. Michael Willingham's run makes it 6-6, and on Dollarway's next possession, the Cardinals grab their first lead of the season. Quarterback Jesse Grandy showing why the Arkansas Razorbacks covet his 4.3 speed. Grandy rambles down the field inside the 10. He's going to punch it in a few plays later, and the Cardinals are winless no more. Final score from Pine Bluff, Dollarway 32, Warren 26. Big crowd at Subiaco Academy. The undefeated Trojans playing host to Dover, a key game in the 4-4A conference. And that's Subiaco sophomore Jacob Natus getting to the corner and the 3-yard line. Then Subiaco's Keon Walters hands off to Ethan Rieswald for the touchdown. But Dover ran away with this one. Sophomore Zach Myers gets loose for a nice Pirate gain here. Then Maximal Eatsy adds a few more yards for Dover. And Coach Chris Taylor's Pirates pick up the nice road victory. Final score, Dover 40, Subiaco Academy 14.
We told you we had to come out to a fast start. I like the way we played with aggression tonight, play with some passion tonight.
I think that, as we further progress in the season, that the Subiaco Trojans will improve, and I think we're still able to shock a lot of people. But tonight we proved that, we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Here's Hootens.com Class 4A rankings presented by Liberty Bank. Nashville stays number 1 after beating DeQueen by 20. Lone Oak moves up to number 2, following a 26-point win over Heber. And Dollarway jumps up to number 3 after its first win of the year. Dollarway's 3 losses are to teams with a combined 11-2 record. Shiloh makes a big move as well. The Saints have won consecutive games. Oak Grove stays at number 6. The Hornets, the next 2 weeks, will play DeQueen and Nashville. Gravette stays at number 8. The Lions had no trouble with P. Ridge on Friday and will be 5-1 heading to Farmington in mid-October. Osceola rounds out the top 10. The Seminoles have scored 114 points over the past 2 weeks. Then it's DeQueen, the Greyhounds, Dumas, and Clarksville moving up a spot after beating Boonville by 4 points. The Redskins are number 16. Then it's Malvern and Farmington. The Cardinals are just a couple of plays away from being undefeated. Truman's number 21, followed by the Pirates and Prairie Grove. Fordyce and Mariana round out the top 25 after picking up their first wins of the year. Coming up next, it's more of Hooten's Arkansas football. Class 3A and 2A highlights are next. It's Saturday morning, and you're watching Hooten's Arkansas football.
Now, more of Hooten's Arkansas football, brought to you by Big Red Stores.
At Perryville, the undefeated and top 10 ranked Mustangs playing host to Coach Bill Gatto's Green Forest Tigers. After a 5-hour drive to Perry County, Green Forest goes to the air. Senior quarterback Austin McCullough to 6'5" Craig Cooey. Green Forest in the red and the red zone. Robbie Neese, another senior, dives for an early 7-0 lead. Green Forest on top. But Perryville strikes back and in a hurry. Mustangs love to run, and senior Tyler Blackman is gone. 4.5 speed, 17 carries, 112 yards for the night, 65-yard touchdown. It's 7-7, and Perryville's defense was tough, holding Green Forest to 200 yards on the night. Christopher Alverson, 7 tackles. Joe Gafficky, 8 stops on the night. Final score, Mustangs 35, Green Forest 32. Defending Class 3A champion Glen Rose at Arkansas Baptist. And early on, it's Glen Rose senior quarterback Jacob Rhodes buying time and finding Paul Ditzing near the goal line. The Beavers would punch it on the next play. Glen Rose 7, Arkansas Baptist 0. A little later, Baptist trying to respond with its passing game. Quarterback Logan Quinn connects with Greg Bowie for a first down, but the Beaver defense would hold. Glen Rose gets the ball back and gets rolling. Rhodes calls his own number and keeps the ball for a first down. Later on the drive, it's Glen Rose's Rhodes showing his arm strength, letting her fly. Senior Dustin Norwood hangs on just long enough for the touchdown, and the Beavers don't let up. Final score, Glen Rose 27, Arkansas Baptist 13.
The Desark Eagles are watching Hazen's Arkansas football!
Undefeated Desark, a 10-point favorite at Hazen, but it was Hazen's Purple Hornets looking good early. Senior quarterback Colby Petty to B.J. Harrison. The catch and run across the middle, 17 yards. That leads to this touchdown. Petty under pressure off his back foot. Yes! Great catch by Harrison. He had more than 100 yards receiving on the night. Hazen up by 6, looking to make it 8. The 2-point pass to guess who? Harrison. He'll do the rest. Desart down early, but not for long. Senior tailback Ronald Dunlap around the near side. That's a Desart first down. Hazen's Joe Beeson-Con coaching up his defense, but on the first play of the second quarter, Desart scores. Sophomore quarterback Justin Hollis to senior Zach Smith across the middle. It's 8-6. Desart looking to tie it up. Cody Robinson into the end zone standing up, and Desart kept coming the rest of the night. Final score, Eagles 36, Hazen 20.
First conference game, everybody 0-0. All right? Be smart, play hard, play physical.
Derek's coach David Bennett getting his Outlaws ready for 7AA rival Murfreesboro. It's a top 10 showdown, and the Murfreesboro Rattlers were on the move early. Junior running back Byron Wesson finds a big hole, but this nice run, just one of a few for Murfreesboro, which totaled just 100 yards on the ground Friday night. Now, same drive, 4th and goal from the 6 for Murfreesboro. Junior quarterback Garrett Gillis back to the pass. He can't find anybody. Gillis on the move. He led Murfreesboro with 61 yards rushing, and he's still on the run. This guy's a great athlete. The Outlaws will finally corral him, and now Derek's ball, and the Outlaws get it going in a hurry. Senior quarterback Drew Walston's looking for classmate Chase Mitchell. Those two connected on 16 passes Friday night, including 3 touchdowns, and the Derek's Outlaws roll. Final score, Derek's 35, Murfreesboro 0. Staying in the 7AA, we head down the road to Mineral Springs. The Hornets playing host to Mount Ida. And the defending state champ Lions were up 13-6 in the third quarter and looking for more. Mount Ida senior quarterback Chad Wilson zips it to Troy Hugh, and he's on the loose. Hugh scored earlier in the game on a 22-yard run. Now it's more Wilson looking for Josh DePriest. The Lions ate up the clock in the quarter, holding the ball for all but 3 plays. Same drive now, 4th quarter. Mount Ida trying to punch it in on 4th and goal from the 4, but the Mineral Springs D stuffs it. Hornets ball now, and they need a play to get out of their own end, and they get it. Senior fullback Braden McDonald loose on the quick trap. Mineral rushed for 163 yards on the night, but Mineral Springs could not find the end zone in the 4th quarter as Mount Ida holds on. Final score, defending state champs 14, Mineral Springs 6. Here's Hootens.com Class 3A rankings presented by Liberty Bank. The top 5 won easily Friday night, and probably will not be challenged next week either. The second 5 starts with Rising. The Wildcats held off Harmony Grove 21-13. Mayflower, Glen Rose, Greenwood, and Lafayette County complete the top 10. Perryville drops 2 spots after tying Class 2A Carlisle last week and squeaking past Green Forest this week. After the Mustangs, you got Earl at number 13. The Bulldogs shucked Corning 46-14, knocking the Bobcats out of the top 25. The Atkins Red Devils handcuffed Marshall 42-14. Undefeated Lamar jumps up 3 spots to number 15. Magnet Cove is 4-0 after hanging 51 points on old rival Bauxite. Number 17 Elkins improves to 4-0 by stuffing Lavaca 19-7 on Friday. There are Mansfield, Cedarville, and Green Forest. Lavaca, Harmony Grove, the Arkansas Baptist Eagles, Bauxite, and unbeaten Barton round out the top 25. In Class 2A, number 2 Junction City travels to number 1 Bearden next week. Junction City has been dominating so far. Bearden has not. We may have a new number 1 by this time next week. Carlisle won easily Friday night. Des Arc did not. The Eagles had to rally from behind to beat Hazen. And Derricks enters the top 5 after shutting out Murfreesboro 35-0. Number 6 Mount Ida just got past Mineral Springs on the road. Mark Trees, Michael Gray ran wild again, 32 carries, 474 yards, and 4 touchdowns in the Indians' 43-40 win over Augusta. Strong starts the second 10, followed by East Poinsett County. Bigelow jumps up 4 spots after thumping Mountain Pine 49-16. There are Murfreesboro, Mountain Pine, Danville, and McCrory. McCrory won a big one in the 3AA conference, beating Walnut Ridge 25-20. Spring Hill, Hermitage, the Ola Mustangs, Augusta, and Hampton round out the top 25.